Hi, it's September 17th, Saturday, 2016. It's about 3 o'clock and I just got back from shopping. And I don't know what occurred to me on the ride home that I might want to describe the shopping trip and show the results of my shopping, just to compare to the way it's done in Canada, and maybe in the future when I watch this, things will have changed even more. I've lived in Montpellier for a year now, and you know what? It's the first video I've ever made since I've gotten here, and I don't know why I'm really even doing it. Maybe just because I'm leaving soon and I want to have something to remember. But it also could be, you know, social networking has made us all into a bunch of navel-gazing people who journal the most mundane aspects of their life. And what's more mundane than grocery shopping? So my grocery shopping trip starts with me grabbing my knapsack. Oh, by the way, I'm in my kitchen in my apartment here in Montpellier at 10 Rue des Aiguilles, right in the heart of Montpellier in 34,000. That's the very center of town. That is my water heater. That's my lifeline. It's the furnace. It's the hot water for the shower. It's the hot water for the sink. Behind me here I have my washer, my dishwasher, and a little fridge, and my Nespresso machine, which I really come to enjoy. Anyway, so I grab my knapsack. I put a shopping bag in the knapsack, a reusable shopping bag, because though I find it outrageous that you have to pay a nickel for a bag in a Canadian grocery store if you forget your bags, here it's even worse. They have bigger bags and they're like 25 cents Canadian. So you only have to forget your reusable shopping bag, which costs €1, which is about $1.50, a couple of times, and then you have to buy those shitty 25-cent bags, and then you're like, okay, I'm going to remember the bag from now on. So I always take my knapsack and my reusable bag, I stuff it in the knapsack, and I head out to the tram stop. For me, because I'm in the center of town, I can go either to Gare Saint-Roch stop or de Guesclin, which is the one I prefer because it's quieter. Or I can even go to Place Carnot, which is tram line 3, and take it a few stops and then connect with tram line 1, the blue tram, and take it out to Odysseum, which is the main shopping area in Montpellier. And just take any Canadian mall, widen that walkway, between, you know, the hallway that people walk down, and knock the roof off, and you've got Odysseum. And Odysseum in Montpellier is nice, the shopping area in Montpellier, because it's also got an IKEA, a Decathlon, which is like a big sports experts, and it's got a massive géant casino, which is like a Walmart with a grocery store attached, and better than a Walmart. And I like, obviously, day-to-day shopping. I'm going to go to my local Place Carnot, the Cartier, just a few meters down the road here, where I have patisserie, boucherie, what I call a legumerie. I don't even know what it's called. It's a fruit and vegetable market. There's a tabac, and another 30 meters up Boule Strasbourg is Carrefour City, which for some weird reason has slightly cheaper prices than any other Carrefour City in Montpellier. So it's like my favorite Carrefour to go to, and not just because it's close. So what was I talking about? Oh, right. So Odysseum, it's about 4 kilometers away. It's a little long to walk. So I take the tram. And as I said, to one of the 3 tram stops. So right away I'm out $3 Canadian, because it's €1 to take the tram there, and it's €1 to take the tram back. That's another reason why I wouldn't shop at Odysseum every day, because it's pointless to spend that money on the tram when you've got perfectly good grocery stores, albeit with lesser selection, right here in your own Cartier. So I found it interesting today. I was only picking up a few things, but I found it interesting today, the cost versus what I know the cost to be of these things in Canada. So what I thought I'd do is share this with the video, so that I'll have it for future. So the first thing I did was I went to the tourism office at Place de la Comédie, because I wanted a memory of Montpellier, like this one. So I bought a shirt there. So this is a shirt. They had really crappy ones there for €10, but this one was a little nicer because it has some piping along the shoulders. It's got a bit of better treatment around the collar. I'm not a big fan of white shirts. They don't last me long, but hey, I'd take what I could get. So this shirt was 20 euro, $30 Canadian. The equivalent would be about, about $26 before taxes in Ontario. And that's about as good as you're ever going to get. This is a 2XL, by the way. I'm an L or an XL in Canada. And in France, I'm a 2XL all day, every day. You know, it's weird. Although I've been dropping a lot of weight lately, so maybe I'll move down to L in Canada and XL in France. I don't know if you heard any of that because of that. Okay, so I gotta find my receipt. Oh, is that my receipt? No. Looking, maybe it's in my wallet. Nope. Oh, I really wanted to grab the receipt, so I might just take a little break here, locate the receipt, and then start the tape up again. Nope, don't have to. Okay. So I have my receipt. I'm ready to go. First thing, eggs. So eggs in France come in 4 different varieties. Everything from they were only fed like corn and they were raised outside, scratching away at the sand, to like raised in a cage the way they do it in North America. It's about €4, $6 for a dozen eggs. The really nice ones, the open air, plein air eggs. These are not those. These are they are cage raised because I really think that the denying that chicken the ability to move, the torture, just makes the eggs taste so delicious. It's this was 99 centimes. That's $1.50 for 10 eggs. So that is a fantastic deal because, well, I guess it's not that far off. I think I was, like last year I was paying $2 a dozen for just your run-of-the-mill eggs from Superstore. So that's pretty close to Canada. Next up we have an eggplant. Now, honestly, I don't know what eggplants cost in Canada because I really only started eating them when I got here, because even though the selection, or rather the flavor of everything you buy in France is better than in Canada. Trust me, the chicken you buy, the veggies and the fruits especially, are way better than I can get in Canada. And I never really ate eggplant in Canada for whatever reason. And but here, even though the veg is better, the selection's poor. So like, if you're in Canada, if you're in the mood for asparagus or broccoli or Brussels sprouts or anything even remotely exotic, I can pretty well get it all year long. Here in France, I haven't seen asparagus in months. Like, I mean, today I would have gone, I just wasn't in the mood for green beans, broccoli, eggplant, zucchini, but that's all they have. They just have that because nothing else is in season. It must be because they don't do GMO there. I don't know. Maybe because it's all open air farming here. This is the price you pay for better tasting vegetables. Anyway, this aubergine was 80 centimes, $1.20 Canadian. I don't know what they are in Canada, but I can't imagine they're a whole lot cheaper than that. And then this is 140 grams of green beans, and they're gorgeous green beans. Wow. Like, I mean, they're very, very slim and fine, and they're going to be, I won't even need to trim the ends. I can just pop this in, and it's going to be just taste fantastic. And this was 24 centimes, so that was 36 cents. So that's awesome. I should really eat more of those. But I'm not in the mood for it all the time. This is salami danois, Danish salami. Can't get German salami here. It's funny, we're right next to Germany. This is 200 grams for 172, so that's 85 centimes per 100 grams, which is about $1.25. And yeah, $1.25 is a good price because I'm pretty sure it was creeping up to $2 for 100 grams in Canada when I left for salami. That's pretty good salami. This is like a coleslaw mix, but it's got Chou blanc, carotte, frisée, et poivron rouge. So it's got cabbage, carrots, like a little bit of like a leafy green and a red pepper. And I just like, this is the easiest way for me to get my vegetables in a meal, because I make a bowl of this, add a few tablespoons of mayo and some salt and pepper, and then I just put the bowl in the fridge, and then I put a pile on my plate with every meal. So it's better than having to prepare and cook vegetables all the time. And this bad boy cost, and by the way, all these prices are including taxes. The price you see, so that's marked 24 centimes, 36 cents. That's what you pay. There's no sales tax in France. I love that system. This was, here it is, $1.77. Oh gosh, so that's $2.80 Canadian, all in. That seems high. That seems high. Weird. Probably because it's prepared. I have a funny feeling France subsidizes the shit out of whole food, like real food and dairy. Boy, I'll get to the dairy in a sec. And then if it's even remotely processed, it skyrockets. A Big Mac here is like 10 or 11 bucks. It's got half the meat of a Canadian Big Mac. It's awful. Like if it's even remotely processed, you're gonna pay for it. This is really the reason I decided to do the video, and this is the chicken. First of all, I hope the camera can show this. Look how yellow this chicken is. This is the cheapest shit too. This is like tous les jours. Tous les jours is like Casino's version of Walmart's everyday, you know, their cut rate brand. And these are 4 chicken breasts. It's pretty heavy. It's 3/4 of a kilo. You know, it's £1.50 of chicken, and it's 6.44 euros, €6.44, which is just a tiny bit over $9 Canadian. So I'm going to be eating well here for $2.75. I'm willing to pay more for the meat in France, and it is more expensive in France because across the board the meat is better than in North America. Like the chicken has a real chicken flavor. The pork similarly. It's like your mouth wakes up. And there's no way my taste buds are as sensitive as they were when I was younger. Yet here I can really taste the meat. It's great, except for sausage. The French, they don't know how to make a sausage to save their life. They could learn from the Germans, they could learn from the Spaniards, or the Italians for that matter, where they're all right around me, but all I can get is this shitty Toulouse sausage, which is like Johnsonville, that you get at the superstore. Anyway, the thing I wanted to point out that I want to see in 10 years when I look at this video again is the yellow corn-fed chicken with chicken flavor for €8.95 a kilo. So that's 13.50 Canadian a kilo, taxes in for chicken. And this is still cold. So even though it's only about 26 degrees today, and I got back I had to take a 20-minute tram ride from Casino at Odysseum back here, and then walk for another 5 or 8 minutes in the sun to get here. And then I got here and I had to set up for the video. Even so, it's still cold. I'm blessed. Because, a month ago when it was like 38 degrees, you forget about buying ice cream unless you were just going to open up the dairy case in the store and eat it right there and pay on your way out. It's nice that things are actually keeping. Next up, beef liver. Beef liver, viande de bœuf. I paid $1.76 for this, which is $2.70 Canadian. That's expensive. It would be like $2 in Canada. So it's close. It's close enough that it's academic. But I accidentally bought some veal liver earlier this week, and I paid $10 Canadian for like half this amount. I was pissed off because I had no idea. The French, again, meat's more expensive. It tastes better. The liver here is better than in Canada. But I don't even care for veal liver. I mean, I've been eating liver my whole life, preparing it for myself, and you know, I've gotten used to beef liver and I prefer it. And so even though I was supposed to enjoy this veal liver more because it's silkier, it's got more of a foie gras consistency, I was like, oh man, the $10 ruined the whole experience for me. So yeah, no, I don't like it. This is another reason why I bought, I wanted to make the video. This is Bifidus Naturo. This is the casino brand of Activia. So just like President's Choice knocks off everything good, so does Casino. So normally I don't buy the Bifidus, but lately I have been buying it just in case it does do something. I mean, it can't be worse than any other yogurt. But for this, which is 2, 4, 6, 12 pots of natural yogurt, I paid $1.80. $1.80. That's just insane. That's $2.70 Canadian tax in, and it is the same here for milk, any kind of cheese, blue, Emmenthal, Gouda, mozzarella, anything except cheddar, which is really hard to get here. They must subsidize the crap out of whole dairy. It costs nothing to eat dairy in France. So I'm going to enjoy 12 pots of yogurt for like 20 cents Canadian a pot. Crazy. The last thing, second last thing I have here is this bottle of wine, because I have guests coming over tonight. Maria and Dimitrios are coming over for a drink, and then we're heading out to dinner. I am probably not going to drink any of this. This bottle of wine, which is from Pic Saint Loup, it's called Vin Haute. It's just a small winery. It's not something you'd ever see at the LCBO. It's from Pic Saint Loup, and Pic Saint Loup is a mountain about 30 kilometers northish of Montpellier, and you can, from a lot of places in Montpellier, if you go up on top of the Coram Opera House, or if you go to Place de Peyroux, you can see Pic Saint Loup in the distance. I've actually climbed it, and it's pretty nice. The views up there are pretty nice, beautiful mountain, a lot of terroirs, a lot of wineries, like small family wineries. And for some reason, these guys get into the grocery stores. There's no monopoly like they have in Canada. So this was $7.95, which is $8, $12 Canadian. That's outrageous. I don't think I was heavily drinking wine for most of the year that I was here, and I had a hard €5 limit, which would have been $7.50 Canadian. And even at €5, I would have been griping. So most of the wine I would drink was between €3.50 and €4. So to pay almost €8 for this bottle of wine is crazy, but it's kind of a problem here in France. I can drink Plonk, that's no problem, but I can't serve it to a guest. I mean, I have a friend, Alain. If I served him even an €8 bottle of wine, he'd probably turn his nose up at it. And he's a good friend too, and he wouldn't want to be impolite or anything, but he would have a hard time getting it down. Apparently here, I can't tell the difference between €20 wine and €2 wine, but they can. And so if I go to Alain's for dinner and I want to bring wine, I pay like €15 for the bottle. These two guests, they're from Greece and Spain respectively, so I think they can get away with an €8 wine. There's no way I would buy a €4 wine, because probably they know what all the €4 wines are, so I couldn't even sneak one past them unless I decanted. And I might just decant this, but yeah, I'm going to decant it just to let the air get at it and make it even better. And I might even have a half a glass. I might have half a glass. And then of that half a glass, what I'm going to do, and it's working for me lately really well, although I haven't drank in a long time, but you fill up the glass halfway, you enjoy a sip just to see what the wine's like, what it's supposed to be like, and then you top up the glass with nice water, bottled water or something. And the Spaniards do that. It's a great way, especially if you're planning on drinking a lot of wine, and even to avoid a hangover. The last thing I bought today, or the last thing I'm going to show today, which is actually the second thing I bought today, is this shirt, because I'm leaving soon and I wanted a memento of Montpellier. And even though I found that shirt, that was the first thing I bought today, that shirt's not going to last. I wanted something that would last a little longer, and I wanted something a little better looking. And so I already knew about this shirt. I've looked at this shirt at least 3 times over the last year. I bought it at the Montpellier Sports Club gift shop in Elysium, although you can buy these at the tourist office in Comedy as well. And yeah, so this shirt was 75 euros, so that's $115 Canadian. It'd be the equivalent of paying 99 bucks for this shirt. It's outrageous. It's a stupid, insane price for a shirt, especially for me, a guy who, like, I mean, my shirts are like 5 or 6 bucks, and I can't believe I just spent 115 Canadian on a shirt. However, because of the price, and it never goes on sale, like I said, I've seen the shirt multiple times over the year. Not very many people have it. It's going to be a pretty unique shirt, and it's an athletic shirt, so it's going to last a good long time. And it does say Montpellier on it, right here. And I don't know, man, I like orange. And I don't know. I guess I don't know, I'm okay with it. I was crying pretty hard when I paid for it. The cashier had her arm around me. She's like, it's okay, c'est pas grave, c'est pas grave. And I'm like, I know, but it's so much money. C'est trop cher. I tried to tell her that I thought it was $7.50, not 75 euro. And she just laughed nervously, because that was just retarded. Anyway, so that was my big purchase. So even though I saved 7 centimes on green beans, I spent 100 and change on a shirt that's worth 40. If it's worth anything, it's worth 40. So that's it. Again, this is all from my apartment in Montpellier. I'm leaving soon. I'm interested to see what these things cost when I get home, and I'm interested to see what they cost in 10 years when I review the video. That's it. Thanks.